I want to keep this video as simple as possible because there is a lot to cover inside this video. This video talks about the basic components of any programming language. For example, the most basic component of a programming language is a variable. So why do we use variables? So variables are used because when over running time, if you want to remember something, for that thing, you need to have a storage space. Whenever you create a variable, you ask, you request to the CPU to create a memory space for you. There are different kind of variables. For example, integer variables are the numbers, positive and negative numbers. Then there is a float number which have decimal inside it. Those variables are known as float number. And character, if you want to store a single variable, such kind of variable are known as character. Then there is strings. If you want to store some name or some line written, that thing is such kind of variable are known as string. Then there is an array. So inside the array, you can store homogeneous kind of variable. You can store more than one array. You can store more than one integer, float. Every sub element of an array should be of one type only. So it can be character type, it can be integer type, but it is a set of variables, such variables, more than one. So that kind of variable you would say as array. Then there is object where you have different keys, key value pair mapped to each other, like name Rahul, surname or second name Lahoria, or a date of birth 1988 and etc. Right? So such kind of key value pair of kind of mechanism of storing information is known as object. So these are different various kind of variables you will find inside any programming language. And these variables are used to store the information. Then there is a second important thing is like taking input from the user, right? You want to take the name of the user, you want to take the age, DOB, second name, or something else, or the numbers they have achieved inside their career and things like that, right? There can be various variables which you want to take from the user. So taking input from the user. So in case of C, we have scan statement. In case of web application, we have input tag where we take the information from the user. So similarly, different languages have different mechanism to take information from the user. The third thing is showing the information to the user. So if you have done something over the information, now you want to show that information to the user. So in case of C, we have printf for it. And in case of web application, we have lot of ways. You can use div tag, paragraph tag, and different kind of things. And you can show that output to the user. So there is a way you need as a component. Third important component is showing information back to the user after doing your computation. The third thing is basic computations which you can do. So such operators, such things are known as operators. There are various kind of operators. For example, there are arithmetic operators, there are relational operators, there are logical operators, there are bitwise operators, there are assignment operator. Assignment operator is when you want to assign the information. In case of arithmetic operators, these are like the mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and percent, increment, and decrement. In every programming language, you will find this in one way or another way, or you can have one additional operator, or you can have one less operator. But you will, in every programming language, you will find some operators. So first type is arithmetic operators, which is used to manipulate two numbers. Then there are relational operators, which are used for logical interpretation. For example, double equal to, if you want to compare two information, not equals to, greater than, less than equals to, and and greater than equal to. So these operators can be used to compare two informations. So these operators are known as relational operators. Then there are logical operators like and, or, and not. So these are different logical operations you will find inside any programming language. Then there are bitwise operator like shift, right shift, and or and your such kind of operators are there. Then there is an assignment operator. If you want to assign a value from right hand side to the left hand side, you can use assignment operator. There, there are different kind of assignment operator. So you can add or subtract or multiply or divide inside same variable, or you can have directly assignment. So there, to simplify the process of programming, we have created some simpler operator by which you, by instead of like, putting redundancy inside your program, by some smaller writing some smaller line, you can communicate something to the computer. So we have created some operator for our comfort also. So these are the basic four component of any programming language. First is variables, where you store some information. The second thing is taking some input from the user, so taking the input from the user. The third thing is showing the output to the user. And fourth thing is operators. So there are various kind of operators as we have discussed inside this video. So inside the next video, we will talk about some more components of a programming language which help us to make the system more easier. The next, inside the next section, we will talk about the programming paradigms such as functional programming and object-oriented programming. These paradigms do not give additional capability to a programming language, but it gives capability to the programmer. So by utilizing these paradigms, programmer can organize their code in such a way so it can be simple to understand, and it can also become simple to write, simple to execute and express to some fellow developer. Now, by utilizing these two paradigms, your job of writing program become easier. So we will understand about functional programming, program object-oriented programming inside our next video. I am really thankful to those people who have watched the video till the end. And I want to share and pass these messages to each and every person who have that intention to become a software development engineer. I am doing my best to make this information available to as much more people as I can. But I need some help from you. If you like this video and you think inside your circle there is some person who can also utilize this information, please help me to reach to that person and please share this video. Thank you.